Hi guys, welcome to this virtual event. My name is Amal and today I'll be talking about who I am, what I do, how I got to this stage, and I will try my best to inspire you young ladies to pursue a career in STEM. Now without any delays, let's dive into my presentation. So let's begin this presentation. Right, so who am I? As I said, my name is Amal. I am 20 years old and I study biomedicine at the University of East Anglia based in the Norwich Research Park, and I'm in my third year. Right, so let's start off with why I chose a career in science. So my dad is a doctor, and whenever he came back from the hospital, he told me these really fascinating stories about different surgeries that he did, and so I naturally developed a interest in science. Then as I progressed in school and learned more about the biology, I got more interested in and fascinated by the idea of how our body runs so many signaling pathways at the same time, maintains a body homeostasis, and how we developed from a single cell. It was so remarkable and I really had an interest in it. Right, coming on to the career path. So I did my primary school in Sheffield and then I moved to Norwich to do my high school. I did my GCSEs with triple science again because I was really interested in it and got good grades. And then during year 10, for a week, I went on to doing my work experience at the Norfolk and Norwich Hospital, and I visited all of the different departments and clinics and saw how doctors and nurses worked, and it was such a remarkable experience, and it really inspired me to pursue a career in medicine. So then it came to A-levels and I chose biology, chemistry, maths, and psychology because all of these subjects would lead me into doing medicine at university. Right, then it came to year 12 and 13. At the time of UCAS, I applied to both medicine and biomedicine, and I worked really hard in my A-levels to get the grades required so that I can go to university. But then during year 13, I went on to doing a 2-week work experience at the hospital again, but this time I actually went into theatres and witnessed surgeries and saw patients, went into clinics as well. And again, I absolutely loved that. I loved how the doctors worked so hard and they did their best to cure a patient. But then also at that point, I felt that maybe being a surgeon isn't the right thing for me because it affected me emotionally seeing patients in pain, and it wasn't the most pleasant experience seeing people crying in front of you in pain. So then I started researching biomedicine because that was one of the other things I had applied for. So before I go on to explaining why I chose it, I'll tell you what biomedicine it is. So it's considered as the backbone of medicine, and in biomed you explore the mechanism of different diseases at a molecular level and figure out why they occur and how their initiation can be stopped. And then once we understand the disease mechanism, we try and develop drugs and other treatments which are used in hospitals to cure patients. This was again very much linked to medicine, but rather than being in the operation theatres, I'll be working behind the scenes and doing research which will impact the life of patients all around the world. Right, so just a bit more about my field. Here are a few major advances which have changed the way medicine works. So firstly, stem cells. I'm sure you guys must have heard of it. Stem cells have an amazing potential. They can divide into any type of human cells as they're unspecialized, and we exploited this property of them to develop treatments which have been used in treating leukemia, doing bone marrow transplantations, and building artificial organs in the labs, which can then hopefully be put into patients to cure any illnesses. And they've also been research going on to treat spinal cord injuries so people recover from paralysis. Secondly, CRISPR-Cas9 is a very new technology that edits the genome and sees what mutations there are in the genome, and then you can either remove them or alter them or add proteins to modify the genome. and it has a huge potential in treating a wide range of diseases such as cancer, Huntington disease, and HIV. There was actually a case study of HIV done by a Chinese scientist a couple of months ago where he altered the genome of two twins so that they can never get HIV in their life. But because this technology hasn't been approved in humans yet, there was a huge controversy over it. Then lastly, regenerative medicine is where you aim to develop methods to regrow, repair, or replace damaged cells. So let's say a patient has had a heart attack and the heart is damaged. You would either produce artificial organs or use their own stem cells to produce new heart tissues so that their heart can be recovered and they could have a normal functioning heart. And then personal medicine, it uses information about a person's own genome to treat disease. So they have a personalized treatment and they don't go on the theory of one size fits all. And this has already had huge potential in cancer therapies, and the patients get the right drug which is more suitable for their disease condition and their genome, and they have better results with less side effects. Of course, there are loads of more amazing examples in the field of biomedicine which you guys can research after. But coming back to myself, I would like to graduate with a first class honors and then do a master's degree in the future, and then continue on to doing a PhD and then postdocs. And then the final goal would be to become a full-time researcher and enter academia in the field of stem cells and embryology. Coming on to women in STEM. Women in STEM have always played a key role, and a few examples are listed on this screen. Women have made many revolutionary discoveries over the time, and they've had a huge input into this field. And several years ago, I'm sure you must know that women faced many challenges entering STEM fields because it was mainly populated by men. But now more and more women are pursuing a career in STEM, and all employers are very welcoming to recruit women and promote equality in the workplace. So it's much easier for us to progress and enter this field and make many discoveries that will impact the world. So just a few stats to back up my points. Right now in the UK alone, there are 1 million women working in STEM fields. 35 out of 100 students are women applying to STEM subjects, which has been a huge increase from the past. And female students have outnumbered males in A-level results in science, especially biology. And then 63% of students studying biology at A-levels are females. This just goes to show that we have come a long way and we still have a long way to cover. We can enter STEM fields and truly excel in them and outshow our potential and succeed and make a better world. So thank you so much for listening. It was a very quick overview of how I got to where I am, what my career is, and I really hope that by hearing my journey, I've inspired you all to research careers in STEM and then hopefully developed an interest and pursue a career in the field. It is a truly amazing field with hundreds of jobs out there, and I'm sure that if you research, your interest will grow. And once again, thank you, and I really hope you enjoyed this short talk. Thank you.